live into the trees. This is going to be our weekly news. Are you recording?
Yeah.
Well, how we're starting.
I don't know how to start.
Hello. So we live in the trees. This is going to be our weekly news podcast.
Yeah.
Here's some weekly news. Bong.
Bong. Because we read a funny news story, we were utterly inspired to find other funny news stories and read them because they're funny. Do you want to go first, Ian?
Here's our first one. Bong.
Bong. I'll read this, and it's about a guy called Todd.
We'll link it.
Man called Todd.
Good old Todd. It sounds like a nice guy.
What
does Todd do?
He's got some tattoos.
Yeah.
He's a preacher, actually.
Oh, so it's Todd the tattoo preacher. That's a cool story.
Sounds kind of cool.
Wow, that's interesting. Should we move on? Or
is there more? He's a registered sex offender.
He's a preacher.
He's Canadian. And he likes to cure cancer.
Oh, that's
which
good.
Is nice.
He's changed his ways from touching kids then.
Yeah, he's like reformed himself, and he does it, he kicks them in the face. And that can cure you of cancer. And apparently,
funny.
yeah, he kicked someone so hard they lost the tooth, but he cured their cancer. That's good.
Can I read out a quote?
Read a quote.
Let's try and find a good quote for this guy.
Read the one about the old lady.
Where is it? I'm looking for it. I can't even find it now.
I'll read it.
All right, there we go. And there is this older lady worshipping right in front of the platform, and the Holy Spirit spoke to me. The gift of faith comes on me. He said, "Kick her in the face with your biker boot." I inched closer, and I went, BAM! Just as my boot made contact with her. Just as my boot made contact with her nose, she fell under the power of God.
Oh my God.
That's hilarious.
And I'm thinking, why is the power of God not moving? And he said, because you haven't kicked that woman in the face. Oh my God.
Just as my foot made contact with her nose, she fell under the power of God.
Oh my God.
It's
amazing. It's amazing.
He's clinically insane. He's got to be. He's going on tour.
And he's going...
He watches UK tour in Croydon later this month.
Oh my God.
This is on the Daily Mail online. This is just so funny.
Oh, good God. It's just...
He had a sex attack on a 7-year-old boy.
He's a registered sex offender. And people trust this man. Well, I don't know. Apparently some of them don't ask him to kick them in the face. He just does it out of the goodness in his heart. Which is...
The best bit of this is rife in America and Canada where he's living. And there's pictures of him here, and it's just, he kicks someone in the face. He healing shows where he kicks people in the face, claiming it will cure them of cancer. Okay, that's going on in America and Canada, and nobody seems to be concerned. And he's planned a UK tour, which is strange enough as it is. And MPs have been trying to ban him from coming over. Why isn't this happening in the place where he's doing this all the time?
Wow, what a time we had Saturday night. During the worship, I felt a healing angel show up. I began to immediately start ministering words of knowledge to people. It was healing and prophetic words. People were getting touched by Jesus. I love how the Lord always shows up.
What? Was that a quote?
Yeah.
What's that in context to?
That's what he says. He has a website. He puts up quotes.
What?
Yeah.
He has a website.
Yeah.
Please contact me on Todd the Rapist. If you want to be kicked in the face if you have cancer. That is awful.
Apparently God is 3 or 4 times taller than him. So just so you know. And apparently there's also
How tall is
specific...
he?
There are places on Earth where it's easier to meet God. And also,
No,
this
I
guy
think we
can
should
ask
end
for
it with,
money.
there are places on Earth where you can be kicked in the face to cure cancer. Okay, next news story. Bong.
Okay.
Go for the chimp. What's the chimp?
Right, so we've got another story here, and it is that in Wales, there's a little zoo, and there's a chimp that lives at that zoo. And if you look at this video, which
See a
we'll
video
link
of
in the
it.
description,
Yeah, okay.
that chimpanzee is very clever because it asks people to open its cage for it.
Right.
Right, so it signals, it comes to the window, and it signals where the bar is, and then it tells them to put the bolt into their hand and draw the window and open it for them, and it keeps signaling for them to lift. And it keeps trying to escape the zoo, but the only way it can work out to do it is to ask for help.
They should probably just let that guy go.
They probably should.
He's got it all figured out.
It's pretty amazing. I like
It's
that
pretty.
chimp.
I like that. That's not
This is
ridiculous.
this is a good news story. That chimp's amazing.
Should give him a TV slot on ITV or something.
It's better than Jeremy Kyle. Another news story. Bong.
Bong. Bong.
Right.
Is it my turn?
No. Right, so in America, in Utah,
Right. Yeah.
which is always a good sign.
It's always going to
for a
be a
story.
bit strange if
Yeah,
it's wrong.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
So there's fears at the moment. Hunting season is about to start, which you know,
Right.
always a dangerous time in the forest when people start wandering around with guns.
Yeah, there's that. Who's that politician who shot his friend?
I know the one you mean. I can't remember his name. All of them.
Okay.
Right. So basically, they have noticed that one goat in a goat herd in this particular forest is acting strangely. He was first noticed by a guy called Cody Creighton, and he said there was something creepy about one goat behind the rest of the herd. And it turns out that this particular goat is actually not a goat at all, but a man who follows the goat herd around dressed as a goat.
Of course. Of course
There
it
is
is.
a man who has decided to join the herd.
And hunting season started. So, oh dear, he's just going to get shot.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
yeah.
Brilliant. It's
Which is
natural
wonderful.
selection. Idiots who dress up as goats during hunting season get shot.
Yeah, quite.
Brilliant. Okay, next news story.
Bong.
Okay, do you want me to read mine out?
Yeah.
Banana
Regale me with the news.
Okay, shh. Banana in the bathroom turned out to be a boa constrictor. Mother was shocked to discover a banana she found in her bathroom was actually a 4-foot-long boa.
How?
That's the headline.
But they're green.
They're not really green. They're sort of like a browny green. They're quite brown.
Why did she think she had a banana in her bathroom? And how did she confuse a banana? How long is a banana? Like 6 inches, 7 inches? It's not 4 foot long. Did she just see? She must have seen the end of the tail.
Okay, Stacey Way, 28, was cleaning the bathroom floor when she noticed a yellow object next to the water pipe. She assumed it was a banana her toddler had shoved down the side and went to fetch her gloves to pick it up.
Okay, yeah.
But forgot about it. A few days later, she was bathing her 2 daughters and wiped the floor again when she suddenly saw the object move. On closer inspection, she realised the banana was actually a mouth and that it was a snake.
What the hell? How did a snake get in her house?
Okay, she didn't call anyone important like the police. She called her friend who brought a box. And they put it in the box and took it to the reptile centre.
Is this in the UK?
This is... I don't know.
Because if this is in the UK, I'm a little bit concerned.
It's RSPCA they took it to, so
Yeah.
we can safely assume.
Wait, that
From
means
her
a
home
snake
in
could get in my
Parkstone,
house?
Dorset. She's in Dorset.
Oh, I'm not in Dorset. There's no snakes in my house then.
No.
Are you close to Dorset?
I've got a 4-foot snake right here.
Good. Good.
Okay, so next news story. Bong.
Bong.
Bong. Man jailed for throwing dog off a 10th floor story window. I couldn't even say that. Just... Why?
Wait, why would you
More
throw...
details? It's in
Was-
Essex.
Oh, right, okay.
This
No,
guy
fair
had
enough.
previously admitted 3 animal cruelty offences during the incident at 3 a.m. on January the 18th. A 2-year-old Staffordshire Bull Terrier named Beano died after being thrown from the window in the block of flats where Bray lived.
Why the hell
Apparently,
would you...
that was in reaction to the dog playing up and urinating on the carpet
So he threw it out the window?
of a 10th floor building. Yeah.
I don't think I like British people anymore.
Apparently, the dog died on impact.
Well, that's reassuring at least. I can't work out who's come out worse of these series of news stories. The Americans or the Brits?
Apparently, he's now been diagnosed as a paranoid schizophrenic.
Gee, you think?
Apparently,
If people are going to comment, I want them to decide who came out worse, Americans or Brits.
I also think people should vote on the best news story. So what have we
Definitely.
had? We've had man who kicks cancer patients in the face.
To cure them.
That's my personal favourite.
Yeah, wow. That's pretty amazing, actually.
Goat man who follows the goat herd
I
around.
think that's the second best one.
That's my second favourite as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Man jailed for throwing dog from 10th floor window. Banana in the bathroom ends up being a boa constrictor. And monkey in Wales asks to escape.
Wow.
Yeah. Right then, that's all the important news for this week.
That's you completely caught up to date with all the vital news of the world.
If you look on all the news websites, they'll have stuff about the Olympics and maybe some like Eurozone crisis.
That's
But
not important.
that's not what's important. What's important is there is a man walking around kicking people in the face and he look ill. Yeah.
Amazing. Bye.
Right, bye.